Hello, Capricorn. This is going to be your January 2021 reading. I had to take a break. I've been trying to get every sign first video posted, but I have just been struggling. Had to take a little minute. Have not been able to post the rest of the signs that I have left. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it off with going ahead and getting the Capricorns out of the way. I hope you guys enjoy the reading. If it resonates, of course, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Okay, let's see what we have going on for Capricorn. So first thing out is transformation, which is the death card in the traditional tarot. So some of you guys can definitely be transforming right now, going through a phase, a cycle in your life that is a shedding of the old and a shedding of the old and the rebirth of the new. So death and rebirth is what transformation represents in this deck. But when that death and that rebirth occurs, there is a transformation, there is a change. Okay, so next thing is you have the Six of Swords. Okay, that's better. I had to get my lighting right. Okay, so we have, so maybe there's a big change happening in you guys' life that may require a move. And then you have Love Begins, which is the Ace of Cups. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have Foundation and Achievements. Some of you guys could have recently broken up with someone or moved out of the home. Maybe you guys were living with your other person, and maybe there was an ending. So it looks like maybe something ended here, and then maybe this ending was really the beginning of a new cycle for you to be able to move on. This is that Six of Swords energy. So this could be moving from like a tough time, but through that tough time, it helped. It changed you. You transformed. You grew. You learned from that. In regards to a relationship, you or somebody else, you or your person could have recently moved out, decided to move out of the home. But some of you guys may have lost your home. If not, just lost it, could have lost it to a fire, and it caused you to have to move. But then I do see that there could have been a drastic change to your living arrangement, your living circumstances, because you have the Foundation Achievement here, which will be the Four of Wands. Okay, and then you have the waiting here, the waiting game up under that, which will be the Two of Wands. So something could have ended here. A relationship, a connection. Maybe you and this person was living with each other. If this is not romantic, which it is romantic. It is romantic. Something fell apart here, and one of you guys had to move. One of you guys did move. Okay. Maybe somebody threatened to move out if they did not get a commitment or a proposal. Maybe you're tired of living with someone and you don't feel like a commitment, as far as like a marriage commitment is coming. So maybe you kind of told them, hey, it's either, we need to get married, we need to take this to the next step, or somebody told this to you, and or you told them, hey, if not, then I'm moving. You're kind of walking away from something because you're tired of not feeling like you're getting that love, that commitment, that relationship, that marriage. Maybe some of you guys have just been living with each other. Okay, let's see. Why's transformation here? Why's transformation here for Capricorn? What is this transformation here in the universe source? So justice. So maybe something fell apart because somebody did someone wrong here. That could have been the end. That could have been a falling apart. Maybe you feel like justice. It could be maybe this person is not trying to get married. You know, justice of the peace. This can also represent, you know, somebody wanting to be married or getting married as well. I feel like maybe you felt like things were not fair or you were not being treated fair, and that was the end for you, which caused you to then probably say, hey, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Okay. Two of Swords, because you two could not see eye to eye. So maybe that's why you felt like things were not being fair. Maybe you felt like this person does not hear your side or does not listen to you, does not hear you out. Maybe you just feel like you can't really speak how you feel when it comes to this person. And I feel like you're done with that. You're done with the stagnancy here. And that's exactly what this is. This is a stagnant, like a stalemate connection. It's not moving anywhere. And you feel like that's what's not fair. And I feel like that was the change. That was the shift. That was what fell apart. You decided to no longer, you know what, I'm not going to give into this anymore. And then someone to decide to move and try to and go ahead and leave. And they just decide, you know, I deserve better than this, you know. See why it's moving on here. Should I take it? Ouch. I don't know. That was the Eight of Cups. Okay. It was the Ace of Cups. So, ooh, axe. I don't like when they pop out and I didn't ask. Universe. Oops. All right, I'm going to take it. Oh, so you have the Six of Swords and you have the Lovers with the King of Cups. So I feel like maybe some of you guys are moving towards, you might be leaving this behind because you already have somebody that you are moving towards to start this beginning with. Somebody that is willing to give this back to you. Like I said, you have the moving on with the King of Cups and the Lovers. So I feel like this is somebody, you may be leaving somebody in the past to move towards somebody else. Somebody may have, for some of you, somebody may have gotten married on you. Maybe you were seeing somebody and you were talking and then all of a sudden they just decided to go towards somebody else. And they married somebody else on you. Wow. Wow, his love begins here. You see this person? He's turning his back to that transformation there. That's somebody that turned their back. Excuse me. That's somebody that turned their back on that connection right there. That's what they did. They turned their back on that. That's that energy. That's all I'm going to say. That energy. Okay, let's see. Why is the love begins here? So let's see what this person moved on to or what somebody moved towards. Some of you guys could have ended something with somebody that you felt like wasn't going anywhere because you really could have been in love with somebody else. And maybe you and this other person decided to move in with each other. So love begins with the Three of Wands. So somebody, let me see here. Love begins here with the Three of Wands. So we got love begins with the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands, okay? So definitely could have been a third party situation. You definitely could have had, somebody could have chose, like I said, to have gone in a direction with one particular person where maybe before they was kind of torn or they was not really giving in to one connection. And then they just decided to go ahead and say, you know what? And they went in a completely different direction towards somebody else. Wise foundation and achievement here, which is the Four of Wands energy. See, because this is what you want. So you go from the death and the transformation energy, because something here wasn't fair, something wasn't moving. It was a stalemate connection. You moved from that to you moved on. Somebody moved on from that because they was not getting the love that they wanted. They was not getting that, that they was not getting the love that they wanted from a particular person or you, them, Capricorn. So then once you go away, once they move away and they move towards this loving connection here, because clearly that's what they moved on from. They moved on from that drama. I'm not going to say the drama. They moved on from that falling apart moment, that death moment. Moving away from that, you did not let the breakup or the ending of another relationship stop you from moving on towards what you wanted. Okay, so this is definitely somebody moving towards love. That's what they're moving towards. So once they move towards that, love begins here. Okay, but I feel like somebody had to make a choice with who they wanted to begin that love with. Some of you guys could be at a distance from this person. Okay. Wise foundation and achievement here. So you got foundation and achievement. So the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this could be somebody who clearly made a choice, a decision, they know, okay? And then when I clarified foundation and achievement, which is the Four of Wands, which is this card right here that came out. So somebody here just wants to really be married. You're pretending like, maybe even though you're moving on, moving past that, you're pretending like it doesn't bother you. Everything is fine. Some of you guys, like I said, could be ending a marriage. Getting separated at the time. Maybe some of you could be separated. Maybe some of you are leaving that person that you are married to move towards somebody else. Some of you guys I see, or somebody is getting straight out of one marriage and into another. Okay. I feel like some of you guys may not take the separation of the divorce. But for those of you some of you guys that are just single, you guys are just deciding to end those stagnant connections or those connections that you don't feel like you was getting what you deserve or what was fair. You're moving on past that and you're moving towards love. You're looking for love and that's where you're going. That's where you're headed. Somebody is looking for love here. Okay? And maybe you feel like your time is almost up with the happy life, the marriage. And I feel like that's what you're waiting for. And your discontentment and boredom, is here because you're tired of being single. Some of you guys here are tired of being single. And you're ready to be married and settle down. And some of you still don't have kids yet, and you're wondering like, that firm foundation, you want that married life. You got the Ten of Swords, everything is fine. Maybe for some of you it just still has not came in yet. Those are for the super singles, okay? And you just feel like you just have not gotten this right here, that Four of Wands energy, which is the same card as this. So it clarified that. So, and the Empress. I feel like you long to be married. Some of you guys are ready to go ahead and settle down, ready to get married. For those that are super single, you are ending the stalemate connections, the connections where you feel like maybe you're not getting what you deserve. You're ending that, you're moving on to that, and you're moving into a place of being ready to find love, okay? Some of you guys have been waiting for someone to come in and you can just share this love with, okay? Maybe so y'all can walk around and be butt naked together. I don't know. Yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe that's what you ready to just be able to do with somebody. But some of you guys are either this, if you are a male, you could be feeling like you're missing that Empress in your life. And maybe some of you guys feel like that that time for you being married, you feel like maybe, is it going to happen for you? I feel like that's what some of you wonder. Like, is marriage going to happen for me? Like, why can I seem to get into a relationship that leads to that marriage, that connection? Okay. So, let's go ahead. Usually I pull my oracle cards. I forgot. So, let's see what they add on then. Let's see what they clarify for us. Oops. Okay, so you got success. Well, that's good. Okay. A year from now, maybe some of you guys will have that marriage, that happy life, that happy family life that you guys want. That card came up twice here with the King of Cups and the Lovers. Okay. Some of you guys feel like you're just, you feel like your biological clock is ticking. I feel like for some of the women, you feel like your biological clock is ticking. But who knows? Maybe a year from now, you'll be married. You'll have this, what you want. You have, maybe some of you could be having a baby a year from now. Let's see. Ask for help from others. That card has came out for literally every sign. I just think that it's a time for everybody that needs to, manifest, get grounded. I don't think we're connecting with our ancestors and spirit guides enough. And I think that is what we're being asked to do with that ask for help from others. I think that the help is the help that they want you to ask for your ancestors and your guides, okay? Let's see. Moonology cards here. What do we have here? Universal for Capricorn. Hey. Capricorn. Okay, so we have a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. So you could be dealing with a Libra. I was going to say that earlier. You could be dealing with a Libra. Okay, a Scorpio or Gemini. Libra, Scorpio, or Gemini, or Taurus. Okay? Libra. So then you have, look at the bigger picture. And a new start is coming. Full moon in Sagittarius. So some of you guys, like I said, are definitely getting married. That new romantic start begins. Let me see here. I feel like it was just so many little scenarios here. First things first. For some of you Capricorns, I definitely see that you ended a relationship. You ended a marriage. And you probably moved. You left someone for somebody else. Or if you're a Capricorn, this was done to you. Somebody ended something with you. And they moved on to marry somebody else. Or somebody ended something with you because they told you that they was in love with somebody else, or even as far as wanting to marry somebody else. Okay. For the others, I see that maybe some of you have been ready to be in a relationship and you just feel like all your connections have just not been moving, and you just can't seem to find anybody, or your love life is just don't seem to be progressing. I do see that is changing for you. There is going to be an end to that stagnant, energy, that stalemate energy. You not seeming to find connections that progress to anything. That's ending. That's where a new romantic cycle begins, because your love life is changing. And I feel like that's why that death card is here, because like I said, it's a death, it's a transformation, it's a death, and it's a rebirth. So it may be a death to those stalemate connections you've been having, and those connections that is just not moving anywhere, or you just didn't feel like you were getting what you deserved. And I feel like the scales are going to be balanced, and which is why we have Justice and Libra, this Libra scale here, because it is going to balance out for you. And soon, definitely could say a year from now, some of you guys may be getting married, okay? You may be getting married, okay? For those of you that I said that feel like their relationship is just not getting anywhere, for the women, you could feel like, look, my biological clock is ticking. I need to be getting married soon. I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to settle down. For those that left somebody, or somebody left you to be with somebody else, that particular group of Capricorns, they're trying to act like everything is okay. That you're gone, or that they've moved on, but everything is not, okay? Some of you guys are wondering, when are you going to find that person or have that person, and when are they going to be here, okay? That was good. Let's see. Definitely need to pull some more, though. Okay, let's see. So the romance angels here, and we're going to be on this to the end pretty soon. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That's why I said somebody walked away. For those of you that walked away, you freed yourself from a marriage, a particular marriage, from somebody to move into one with somebody else. Okay. Oops. Okay. You have unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I think those are for those of you that know that somebody kind of, you're going through a separation or a divorce right now. Like I said, some of you guys are going through a divorce right now. And some of you guys that are going through a divorce, if you are the other person, your spouse or ex-spouse, somebody has moved on very quickly here. Like, there was like, boom, this is over. Boom, I'm into something else right away. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, so like I said, some of y'all need to stay optimistic. Some of you guys need to stay optimistic. I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied. But for those of you, like I said, that you feel like your time is running out. Look, I don't have all I want to be married before I get too old type of thing. For those of you, stay optimistic. That's why I said I believe a year from now you'll be in a relationship and you'll be happy and you'll have that success that it is, that when it comes to love and marriage and that relationship, that's what you want. Everybody don't see success the same, and for you guys, I feel like that is what you will feel your success when you have that marriage and that person. Okay, that's when you're gonna feel successful. Let's get one more here. Let's get one more. One more angel. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive those. Okay, so this could definitely be the situation or the separation of this marriage. Okay, maybe after that you're working to try to heal the family, from all the changes that you guys have had to go through, maybe in response to this divorce or this separation here. Okay, and we're gonna get into these island time. Let's see what island time has to tell us, and then we're gonna end it there. Okay, Cappies, let's see what we have here for island time. Okay, Dragonfly, be lighthearted, find out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Some of you guys might not know that this other person has already moved on, or you've done this. Well, no. Some of you don't already know that this other person has already moved on, okay? It might be a surprise to you to find out, dang, our relationship ain't even been over a good second and they've already moved on and they're already so in love. Well, because they already have somebody. Okay. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling has a block strength. So maybe that was the reason why your relationship, the marriage was over. Maybe somebody there was some addictions from someone. Mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. That's whoever that individual is that has not been honest with you to let you know they've already moved on. They're already in a whole commitment. They're already in a whole nother commitment. Sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. All right, so that definitely just kind of tells me that you're going to find out soon enough. Somebody's going to find out soon enough that they're ready to call it quits on this, okay? If you don't already know that, you may be finding out in addition to that is that this person has moved on. They're already in a whole full relationship. They're not being honest with you. Maybe this is why this marriage is over. Maybe there was a lot of gaslighting, a lot of manipulation, a lot of toxic energy that caused it to be done and be over. Okay? All right. So for you, some of you guys that have decided that there's going to be no more giving to those stalemate connections, those of you that have decided to not give into that, you're moving into a place of happiness and love and being married, okay, to somebody. I say at least a year from now. That's why those are the ones that need to stay optimistic. That spirit is saying stay optimistic, okay, about your love life. Those that left the relationship. It was that unrequited love. That's why I said, that's why the justice was here. Things were not moving or could not seem to go anywhere, or that's where things ended because you felt like this person was not fair with you. It was not equal. It was not an equal give and take. That's why that unrequited love was here. Okay? All right, Capricorns. I hope you enjoy that. Until next time. Okay? Peace, love, and I will see you next reading.